Hello everyone, this is Admiral Playerovski bringing you an apology on this day. I'd like to apologise for not uploading videos recently. There's no real way of sugarcoating this, but I guess I'm going to try and do it anyway. I wasn't in a good place mentally. I just didn't have the motivation to do not just this, but a whole host of other things that I should have been doing. But recently, one of my friends pointed out to me that I'd gained 2 subscribers, that I'm at 24, and that was actually quite a pleasant surprise. I figured that, oh well, people clearly do like my content, even if I'm sort of struggling at the moment. And yeah, I think I feel well enough to make a video. I will try and do daily uploads. As you know, if I don't feel good mentally, I'm not going to stick to any schedule. So I think daily uploads are still the way to go. But enough about me whittering on about my problems. You don't want to hear that. I've decided I'm going to do a special custom battle, completely not based on any suggestions or anything. It's just one that I did. Oof, when did I do this initially? Would have been ages ago. Months. Excuse me. It's going to be none other than the Revenge class, all of the Revenge class, against Germany's finest, or seemingly finest, H39 class. Now, it seems off balance, but I do recall that I managed to pull it off from both ends. So yeah, 5 ships. Yeah, this all stays as it is. Right, here we go. Right, we've got the Ramilles. Tactics. Tactics. How are we going to do this? Where are the German ships? Down here. So if I have Ramilles, Royal Sovereign, Royal Oak go for Berlichingen. Resolution and Revenge go for Hutton, I think. Yeah, alright. Let's do that then. So flank, yeah, no need to turn, we can get all guns pointing. Oh, they're saying above 20 degrees. I'm gonna try and, you know, go for 20 anyway, though, as it is. 20... yeah, go on. Shoot! Oh, almost. Right, Resolution. Resolution was one of... Yeah, so Resolution is going to go for the Hutton. Let's get your guns pointing at the Hutton. Again, more than 20 degrees. Surely not. Come on, can we out of range? We are, aren't we? I'm still going to stick to my plan. I hope I don't regret that. I suppose we can always change target later, but changing targets is not a good thing in the middle of a battle, so I would prefer to avoid it if possible. I could have all of them focus on the Hutton initially. Ah, so this one could get out the Berlichingen gun. I'll go 18-9. I could have all of them focus on the Hutton and then have this one firing away at Berlichingen gun, but I'm not sure. Alright, let's see what... Oh wait, not yet. Not yet, at least. Berlichingen gun 24,800. Above 20. These first few salvos are going to be quite easy because it's just maximum elevation of the guns. Can we score at least one hit? Oh, almost. Who are they going for? Are they targeting the same ship? Oh, that's a hit straight away. Let's see. They're going for the same one again? They're not. They're splitting their fire. Which is something I would do. And that's an underwater hit, I think. Right. And they're saying to drop the elevation. Do I agree with that? Or do I think that they're pulling my leg? No, I'm going to keep it at 20. Because 20 was, yeah, a little bit short. Try 20 again. Oh yeah, here we go. There we go. There we go. There's a couple of hits. We've set a fire. That's good. Alright. They're in range, just about. Do they know that... do they know that these ships are at the extreme edge of their firing range or not? I actually don't know. Do they? No, I'm not liking this. We keep falling short. If we don't get some hits away fairly soon, we're gonna struggle. I mean, yes, we've set a fire, but that's... No, this isn't working. I'm gonna have to switch target to the Hutton for all of them. Because if the ships are too far away, then there's no point, you know, firing shells into the water. Was that a hit? No. Oh, we've damaged the turret? Have we? Oh, they've probably damaged the turret now as well. Let's have a look. I'm going to have a look. So I didn't think that shot actually did a lot of damage, but clearly if they're only firing with one turret, it must have done. Let's have a look. Yeah, 8 turret heavy damage. Huh. How about that? How are the shots looking? Alright, I guess you can keep with Berlichingen for now. Because I think you scored a hit. Or at least the game's saying you did. Yeah. Yeah, so that's a hit. So these are hits scored then, that's fine. Now you were short, I think, weren't you? Yeah, you're short. Is Berlichingen any closer? Berlichingen is closer, so we'll switch to Berlichingen for you. Shoot. Let's see how this will go. It's not going well at all, is it? We're going to have to turn these ships around and get them closer. Let's try revenge. So the Hutton's here, and Berlichingen is even further away, so yeah, pretty much forced to fire at the Hutton. Oh dearie me, our guns can't get the shells far away enough. This is a drawback of using old ships. That's 25,000. That's 26,000, even further away. Right, well, we're going to probably score hits on this one before we're scoring hits on the other one. So let's try and see if we can... Anything? Anything at all? No, that's not working. Oh, dearie me. Not looking good. Oh, wait. Hutton's closer. Right. If we just have a look... But then again, oh, I'm tempted. One more attempt. One more attempt and we'll see what this does. If we score some hits, we'll stay with this one. Oh, yes. Oh, beautiful. Very nice. A turret is still out of action because it had that heavy damage. It was in the orange colour. So, yeah. Oh, but Hutton's got all her guns ready. Crikey. Right, let's move along. 24,000 now. I think we're going to score hits if we do 20. So, I might actually reduce it to 19.6. 19.6, let's try that. Hopefully we can score some hits with 19.6. That'll show... Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That'll show that that we're within range. Let's turn a little bit. So 28,000 almost. Right, we'll switch the Hutton with the resolution then. 20 degrees... Yeah, pretty much. Let's try 20 degrees and see what that does. In range or not? No, still not in range. Let's turn you as well. 25,596, 28,000. Ugh. There's no... Ugh. Is there any point in me firing? I know the shells aren't going to reach their target. I'm going to stop. I won't fire. You go 30 actually, full turn to port. So that's 25,000. That's 25,000 as well. Which one were you firing at? Berlushin gun, I think. Let's try Berlushin gun again. Hopefully, because she's turned in a little bit, we might get away with a couple of hits here and there. Oh yeah. Yeah, we've set a fire. That's pretty good evidence of a hit. Royal Sovereign now. 22,994. And this one's also within range. So yeah, you're firing a Berlushin gun as well. Let's take that down to 19.6 perhaps then. Shoot. Yeah, that's a couple of hits. We've set another fire. Oh, hang on. Oh, that's a hit. That's a couple of hits there, I think. Hutton firing away. Oh, they look good. Yeah, they're all focusing on the same ship. That's what the AI likes to do. What damage have we got? None initially. Hutton is down here. A Berlushin gun is down here. Oh. We might be able to get away then. I am going to turn in. You know, just to get that little bit closer perhaps. I think I'm going to switch fire to the Hutton because we've got several ships on the Berlushin gun already. We have nothing really striking away at the Hutton, so I'm going to say 18.9. We'll see if we can score some hits with our first salvo. Yes, we can. Yeah, those are hits. Those are hits right there. 27 and 28. Right, there's no easy way of doing this. We're going to have to literally get this ship closer to the action. Naturally, of course, I'll want to keep firing away, even if the shells are going to fall short, which they will do because we're too far away. But if we turn, we close the distance, we might be able to get away with it. We'll do a hard turn to port. Can we do anything? Nothing. Oh, probably not. I guess I owe it to try, but this is more just as a sort of formality than anything. I'm not expecting hits. No. You see, these are the sort of things you'll... Oh, I turned the wrong way. I meant to turn to port, not to starboard. Not good. Not good. I guess we could do a little bit of zigzagging then. Well, we still scored a couple of hits, I think. That's not too bad. Right, turn to port with you. Right, we can only fire with 2 guns. But the Hudson is closer and we can use 4 guns. Oh, I don't need any more persuading than that. So let's go down to 18.6. And we'll see what that'll do. Go on. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. They've got the A turret back. And they're long. How about the Hutton? Short. Alright, I mean that's fine. That's fine. Continue the turn. A little bit closer every time. A little bit closer every time. So 18.9 was there, so I'm gonna say 18.1. We can start landing some hits consistently, like that. Like that. That's gonna be really good. Right, we've got no choice but to turn away the rear turrets in an attempt to bring the ship closer to the action. Again, maximum elevation because that's the only thing we can do, and just turn and try and get closer. Maybe eventually we'll get some hits, then we can start bringing the ships into such a position where they're able to fire all 4 turrets. So that's 24,000. Potentially in range, but we'll have a look. Only 2 turrets firing. These look good. Yeah, that was 1 hit. It was still a little bit short. Now this time we turn to port. Correct way. Abolition gun. Are we going to reach her? Not sure. Possibly. But I've got the feeling now that I've got more ships firing at the Hutton than the Abolition gun. So we do need... We need ships firing at both. Right, we'll fire at the Abolition gun this time because the Abolition gun is a bit closer. What was number 4? 19.6. So we'll go maybe to 18.9 then. Shoot! Good hits. Come on. Yeah, good hits. Oh, are they trying to get away? A turret is damaged again. Yeah, that's fine. That's good. That's good. Whoa! That's 2 secondary explosions on the Hutton. Oh, that's a fire amidships. Not good, not good, not good, not good. turn 20 degrees to port. So we've got 20,000 and 23,000. So Ramil's very much in range of on both. Let's try 17.5. Shoot! Good or bad? Good. And we've hit the radar as well. That's gonna... In fact, let's check the damage. What? No radar damage? That's strange. I would have thought smacking the radar would have caused some damage to it. Apparently not. Interesting how that works. 24,000, 25,000. So that's... yeah, just keep firing away. Eventually we'll score a hit. Close, but not quite there yet. Let's get these moving in a little bit closer as well. 23, 20... oh, actually. Which one do I go for? I think I'll stick with Hutton for now. Yeah, because they're still out of range, effectively. Alright. We need to start scoring some hits. Oh, yes. Good. We'll try 25 degrees this time for you. Above 20, you say. Oh, and it probably will be above 20 this time, so I've turned away slightly. I'm assuming that's to go around the Hutton. See, this is, yeah, exactly the type of problem that this would cause. If they'd have carried on straight, we would have scored hits on them. But because they turned away, we were a little bit, you know, a little bit short. Because we're firing at pretty much maximum elevation. There's not much more we can do. I'm firing at max elevation. I'm turning my ships in. There's not much more I can do. Oh. Not really cooperating with me because they're refusing to come closer. The good news is, though, that if we damage their propulsion and our propulsion remains undamaged, we have some sort of advantage. What's damaged on this ship? Nothing, apparently. Right, I'm actually going to only do a very small turn, because we are very much in range now. Like 17.5 is actually quite alright. We'll try 17.5 again. We can fire at that elevation all day long, that's fine. Oh! That must hurt. But as for the other ones, they need to get a lot closer. 24,000, and Berlushingen is 28,000, so yeah, just keep firing away. Still short, still not able to score hits. Maybe this is the salvo where we score hits. Oh, hello. Oh, excellent. That's 3 out of 4 with hits. Let's do 20. 20 to port. Yeah, Berlushingen really far away. Really far away still. Let's drop that down to, I'd say, 19.4 or 5. How's that looking? It's looking very good. That's 3 out of 4 shells hit. Let's turn you a little bit to port, 20 degrees, really get some action away. So I could fire at the Hutton, but we need to fire at the Berlushingen as well. Even if we're not going to hit, we still need to try. Just hoping for a miracle. Of course, you might call me out for this, but let me explain why I'm hoping for a miracle. When Bismarck was making its way to France after being damaged in the Battle of the Denmark Strait, the British had made an error in plotting the course of the ship, and they went in the wrong direction. And by the time they realised their error, they realised that there was basically no way to stop Bismarck before she'd get to France. So basically hoping for a miracle. And a miracle is what they got. Obviously, as we know, the aircraft carrier Ark Royal launched Swordfish torpedo bombers, which disabled Bismarck's steering and allowed the British surface fleet to close in and finish her off. And, well, that's what happened. So I'm employing a similar sort of tactic here. I know that the ship is beyond the range of my guns, but I'm firing anyway, just because, well, something. Just because something. We might miraculously score a hit. Now that's interesting. 23,138 and damaged propulsion. 23,620 and nothing damaged, and 19,8 is the suggestion. So you, my friend, will go for the Berlichingen gun, which actually isn't taking as much punishment as the Hutton at the moment. So close. But yeah, if we have a look at the Hutton, there's a little bit of damage, and they're kind of listing to starboard, and they're a bit down by the stern. And there's a bunch of holes in the hull. But yeah, apart from that, they're pretty much fine. Yeah, they are struggling a little bit, I will admit. I'm not exactly making this easy for them. And yeah, you kind of can't. Oh, we were long. Wow. Didn't think I'd say that in this engagement. We were long. That means our shots went over the target. They went further than the target was. Wow. Because I didn't get the best starting position here. I'm fairly confident that when I do the reverse of this, all the British ships will be in range to fire, and they won't have any of the problems that I'm having now. Do I find that unfair? Yes. If you're going to do that, give everyone the same starting position. Unless, of course, I'm mistaken and actually they put the ships in the same position as before, meaning that if I basically turn away and run for the hills, I can always stay out of gunnery range. Oh, not good. There goes my B turret. See, this is why I maintain, even though there's 5 of me and 2 of them, they are still extremely potent weapons. Oh, that's devastating. That's half the ship blown up. Wow. Is this the one that got its... No. Not quite. Not yet, anyway. I say not yet. I hope it's just... it hasn't got it knocked out. Again, just firing and hoping for a miracle. No, nothing, because I'm scared that what's going to happen... Oh, wow. Oh, crikey. I'm scared what's going to happen is they will just be able to get away. And, yeah, use their superior speed to get away from me. Now, obviously, that would be a bit of a letdown if they managed to get away. I have turned the enemy ships can disengage option off, so there's no real danger of that happening. But I'm not sure what that'll do. Because if they keep steaming away, then they might just force me to disengage and say, well, do you know what? I may have taken that option away from you, but I'm going to use it because, well, I can't do anything about it. I can't catch you. And that's close. Is this the one that got it? Yeah. How badly damaged? Well, we've still got one turret in operation. We're almost level pegging, I guess. What was 18-1? 18-1 was there, so if we go... Let's go full 20, actually. Let's go full 20 and see what happens. Long? Alright, maybe that was a little bit excessive. If they take out the second turret now, though, that's going to be horrible. Alright, hit the side of the ship. Port side, that's... not too bad, I guess. Obviously, we'd prefer to not get 16-inch shells onto our superstructure, but... You know, sometimes they fire and they do score a hit. And that's where the hit ends up, and, well, not a whole lot you can do about it, unfortunately. Even though you want to do something about it, but you just can't. Well, you can sink them. That's one thing you can do, but that's, you know, rather ambitious. Come on. Once we take out the Hudson, we'll have everything focusing on the Berlichingen gun. And there are ships that are in a better position to take the Berlichingen gun on. Oh, careful, careful, careful. Right, there we go. They're a bit too far away. Right, Hutton's pretty much stopped, so I'm gonna actually... If there are any ships that are more suited to taking on the Berlichingen gun, I'm going to have them switch targets now, because Berlichingen's going to try and get away despite everything. See, I find that really annoying that there's basically nothing I can do, even at the start. Oh, hang on, go on. Is that a propeller hit? It's not, is it? Goodness me. Fiddlesticks. Yeah, but there's only one turret firing. Right, well, basically what needs to happen is that I need this to be pretty much perfect. I need these shots to be perfect. If they're not perfect, then they're going to get away. We'll need to cause some sort of damage that will cause them to slow down in some way. They're turning. And unfortunately, it's this ship that's getting the brunt of the punishment, because it is pretty much the only one that can, you know, fire and hit the Berlichingen effectively. Right, so you're at 20,000 for the Hutton and at 24,000 for Berlichingen. Let's move you forward and then we'll start turning you on the next turn. So, they're saying 18.4, we're going to try 18.2. There's not a whole lot of time we've got to score damage on Berlichingen. At least slow her down. Slow her down sufficiently enough to... 20 degrees next time. We're not able to fire at Berlichingen, are we? Very well then. You therefore shall fire at the Hutton, which, well, pretty much stop so that she's not getting away. We'll sink at least one of them. Yeah, I mean, that's the important thing for me at this point. At this point, the important thing for me is to make sure that we slow both ships down sufficiently that we can catch them up. And at 25 knots, Berlichingen is going to be difficult to catch, because even if we get all our ships up to top speed of these is only 21 knots. Which naturally means that it's going to be a bit difficult to close them down. I am going to see, just in case, maybe something or other. Go on. No, that's too far away to damage the propulsion. Let's have a look. 26,000. No, it's going to have to be the Hutton then. I'll try 16.8. What I could do is fire at the Hutton, and then hopefully by the time we get really close to the Hutton, we will have sunk the ship. And oh wait, propulsion's damaged. Yes, it is. My little chaser is beginning to show signs of fatigue. But yeah, hopefully we'll sink the Hutton before we get too close to her, and then we can hunt down Berlichingen. Right, 19.1 is that, so we'll go 20 again or not? Number 5 was 20. Yeah, pretty much that's what we're gonna have to do. Only one turret firing, but can we maybe do a little something? No. I've got a feeling we may lose that ship fairly soon, because it is attracting all the attention pretty much from the Germans. That's another fire. Right, time to consult the map. How are we looking? We've got the Royal Sovereign at the front leading the charge, and we've got Ramirez down here. So Royal Sovereign is definitely going for the Berlichingen. Ramirez, I'm not sure, potentially. And then I guess Revenge and Royal Oak can... Well, I'm not sure. They seem fairly equally... They seem equally close. Which one are we on now? Ramirez. Oh, right, so we can turn her forward. I mean, to port. Too far away. Hutton it is then. Yeah, way too far away. They're gonna get away, I think. It's with regret that I'm coming to this conclusion, but I do think it's not looking good. And it's certainly not looking good when I'm missing like that. I mean, let's move forward. We're pretty much... Yeah. I mean, they're slowing down a little bit, 25.3. But if we don't get them below the 21 knot point, it's physically impossible at that point to catch them up. Because then I'd have to, even at top speed, I'm not able to go as fast as they are. Right. This is good because we are sort of multitasking effectively here. What we're doing is closing down Berlichingen and also firing at Hutton at the same time. Number 5 was 17.9, so yeah, let's go 17.3. Shoot! How's that looking? Alright, something. I mean, they're stopped pretty much anyway, so that's looking rather nice. 20,000, 28,000. There's no way we're catching Berlusconi gun up, at least now. 16.8 was down here, so let's try 17.3. Shoot! Underwater hit, or just short? 22,000. Let's go 19.6 and see what that does. Because it is knife edge as to whether we'll be able to catch them or not. Looking good. Alright, it's some sort of hit. Unfortunately, if we're not shooting at the waterline, I don't think it's going to do much effective damage. At least I don't think it is. It could do. We could turn around and see the propulsion damaged, but I'm not so sure. Oh, they're getting the propulsion back. Propulsion is still damaged, but I suppose it is turning very slightly. Right. So they're pointing that way. Yeah, you're continuing the port turn to get closer to the Berlusconi gun. 25.1, so that hit did cause some damage. It did cause something. 18.8 was long. That was 16.8, so let's try 17.1. 17.1, well, wait, number 4 was 16.8. Alright, I guess I'll try 16.5, 16.4 even. Not 13.9, that's going to be way too short. Yeah, and they told me to go at 13.9. There's no way I would have scored any damage at 13.9. 13.9 was not enough. Not enough welly on it. Let's drop that down by half a degree down to, well, 17.7, and let's say. Come on. Come on. We'll take them out eventually. Right, 17.2 was a little bit long, so we'll drop that down. Yeah, we'll go 16.1 on this one. Shoot! We're far away, we'll eventually take them out. Yeah, that's good, that's good, we like that. And then propulsion is down again. 17.3, so let's take it down to, I'd say 17 dead. Shoot! Here we go. Oh, beautiful! 4 out of 4 right there. Here we go, Royal Sovereign now. Royal Sovereign is basically my only chance of catching the Berlusconi gun, and that's a shame because it's got 3 fires on it, which means it's now basically a ticking time bomb. So I've got to get... Oh, I'll go 19.3. Shoot! I've got to get them slowed down somehow. Come on! Something. Oh, they're turning. That's good. That means there's more ship to fire at. No! I'm just scared they're going to knock out that final turret. B turret is damaged on the Hutton. Alright, very high up on the superstructure. I hope that's not caused too much damage. How is the Hutton doing? Well, from this you'd think not too bad really. But of course we know that, well, she's not doing good at all. I'd argue at this point that they'd scuttle her if this was if you then had to get her back to port, because there's no way you're getting her back to port on 0 knots speed. I guess you could technically have the Berlusconi gun tow her, but I don't know. You'd need some pretty strong cables for that, I'm guessing. Yeah. Imagine, that would be quite a sight, wouldn't it? Getting towed by a huge battleship. One battleship towing another. It will be quite a sight to behold. I told you though that this is a fair fight. Keep going back to this, but this is a fair fight because look how much punishment they're taking up. They are taking up so much punishment. You know, these bad boys can take so much punishment and, you know, still remain an effective fighting force. Still able to fire 3 turrets. So, you can't look me in the eye and say that that's not an effective fighting weapon anymore. It is. Or at least I think it is. 75% of your main armament is still very much, yeah, it's still very much in it. Now then, 19.3 was there. Did I go 19.6? I'll go 19.5. I hope this works. Yes? Oh, hang on a minute now. That looks good. That looks good potentially. That also looks quite good because they've missed. Have we done a little bit of propeller damage? Possibly, because that hit looked good. But anyway, we must continue on. Number 16 was there, so let's go down to 15.6. 15.6. Shoot. Let's get those turrets firing. There we go. I mean, we're scoring hits, then they're 15-inch shells as well, so they will eventually do their job of sinking the ship, I think. They will do, I trust in them. The good old 15-inch shells, they'll do the job. Keep going, don't stop. Can't really afford to stop, can we? Because otherwise the Berlichingen gun will steam away. $16.7. I know we could get some of the ships now to potentially fire at the Hudson, but I just think that, I mean at the Berlichingen gun, but I just think that switching target now is not a good idea. Because we've pretty much finished the Hutton off, and the Hutton is still going to, you know, get in the way of us trying to close Berlichingen down. 24.7, so we are doing something. We've not damaged propulsion per se, but what we have done is slow them down a little bit more. They're turning away. They are turning away. Not good. See, still able to fire away. H39s are very, very tough things to crack. They just are. Whichever way you want to put it, they're tough. They're very tough. But even the toughest ships have their breaking point, and I'm hoping that I will reach said breaking point soon. There we go, so the Hutton is gone. So now, everyone, all eyes... Oh, we've damaged propulsion! Oh my goodness, and we've damaged it for a long time as well. At least 2 turns. Oh, that is a spectacular success. Right, max elevation for everyone. Actually, no. Or should I? I'm not at 28,000. Fine, I'll do it. But you know where this is going. Just wasting shells now. I do hope that at least, you know, a few of them will be in a position where I'll be able to close the range at least somewhat. Oh, she's not hanging around, is she? No. Oh, wow. Hutton's slipping under quickly. Let's watch. And we've got Berlichingen in the background here with damaged propulsion. What damage did we cause to Hutton in the end? Let's just check. Propulsion and port secondaries heavy damage. AAA destroyed. So this is misleading then, because the ship is sinking and only these three things are damaged. Or so you'd think. But yeah, it's one of them down, so even if somehow Berlichingen managed to get away, we've still taken out one ship. There we go. In the sunlight, Hudson slips under. There she goes. Underwater. There we go. Right. Gone effectively. Right. So, yeah, let's just far away anyway. Try and cause at least some damage. Oh, that's close. How far away are you? 28,000 yet again. But the good news is that we've now got everything focusing on Berlichingen. Everything. Every ship is focusing on... Ooh, not good. That's not good. Secondary explosions are killers, and we can't really afford to lose the Royal Sovereign, because the Royal Sovereign is the only ship at this point that can actually damage the Berlichingen. I'm gonna say 19-4. Shoot! There's only one turret firing away, but that one turret is going to be critical. Alright, we've set a fire. That's going to slow them down a bit more, I hope. The good news is, though, that we've damaged their propulsion sufficiently that now... Oh, crikey, seriously, 3.1 knots? We're going to catch up then. We're actually going to catch up. I won't have spent an hour recording this, or however long it is. It won't go to waste. I'll catch them up. Alright, I'm actually getting hopeful now of finishing Berlichingen off. Come on. If we've got them down to 3 knots, then they're not gonna get away. They're not going to get away, because eventually we'll whittle it down to such a, to such a distance that we'll be able to take them on. Like, actually properly take them on. Close the range sufficiently enough that we might even be able to turn around and fire with all the guns. We're very close. And this one looks like it might even score hits already on this salvo. Let's just have a look. No, it didn't, but it's close. It's close. You can't tell me it's not close. 19... Oh, wow, look at that. Pretty good. 19-1, maybe? Let's try 19-1. We're doing something right. They're not going to get their propulsion back quickly, because it's not the yellow colour. If it was the yellow colour, yeah, then they'd get it back on the next turn. But because it's the orange colour, heavily damaged, meaning it's going to take at least 2 turns to repair. And even then, you also have to count alongside that the time it will take for Berlichingen to build up enough speed to be able to outrun my ships again, which is 21 knots. So at this point, it's Berlichingen that worries about the speed, not me. Although they are at 5.4, they were at 3 before. It's just a matter of time. Well, not a matter of time, it's a matter of figuring out if... Figuring out, can Berlichingen get her speed back up before my ships close in sufficiently? That last salvo was actually quite, worrying for the Germans, I would imagine, because that means 2 ships now can potentially start hammering away at her. And if 2 ships can hammer away, well, I don't need to tell you what that means. That means no more, no less, that, yeah, my fleet is getting closer. They're moving very slowly. Very slow movements again. Oh my goodness. Ouch. 8.2. I'm still quicker. I'm still a little bit quicker. Even at 8.2 knots, they're still gonna, you know, it'll take time for them to build up enough speed to slow my rate of closure. The rate of closure is slowed, of course, but if I'm going at 21 knots and they're going at 8, I'm going to be getting closer with every time that passes. Let's keep moving forward. Keep going forward, boys. Oh, hello. Brilliant. Oh, that's beautiful. Wonderful salvo there. See, this is why you fire, because eventually you do get your air quotes miracle. And there's another one. We've just knocked out one of the Berlichingen turrets. Oh crikey, we have actually damaged quite a bit. Propulsion, aft spotter, aft radar, heavy damage. Main spotter, main radar, sea turret destroyed, AAA light damage. I think the rate we're going... How are we doing though? The Royal Sovereign. B turret and AAA destroyed. I think at the rate we're going, but we're going to get away with it, I think. You know, I have to... cool. The audacity, I know, but I think we might get away with this. Hero of the day being the Royal Sovereign for damaging the propulsion on Berlichingen sufficiently enough that will allow the other 4 ships to close in for the kill. $11.9. Is it yellow yet or not? Oh no, it's yellow now. Oh, but we've got several ships now that are very much able to potentially score some hits. So is this enough? We'll get it back on the next turn, but is that not too late? They may be able to get it back on the next turn, but I do think that from the way this is looking, it might be a bit late. Because that's one ship that's just hit it now. Yeah. We might get another one hitting now. Yeah, that's 2. That's 2 hits. That's 2 ships that have hit it. Royal Oak steaming ahead here. If 2 ships have hit it, this will be a 3rd one, I reckon. Well, almost. Underwater hit, I guess. That's 3. How about this one? Well, this one will obviously hit it. So yeah, that's 4 ships that are close enough to hit it. Damaging a ship obviously slows it down, but not sufficiently enough, it would appear. Oh, not good, not good, not good, not good. If we can damage the propulsion again, I think this will finish her off. And that's not damaged the propulsion. I'm quite surprised, actually. I thought it would have done. It looked good. It looked like it might just do it. No, that was too far away. $19.9. We scored. Yeah, alright, I'll fire at 19.9. Hit. Yes. 16.7, oh, they're getting their speed back up. There's no other way of saying it. The speed is coming back up, and very soon they'll be quicker than my ships again. We've got to do something about this. Royal Sovereign, can we count on you again? Come on. It's something. It is something. One little hit. And they've missed. Keep in mind, they've also only got 2 guns firing. They are struggling rather to get their speed up though, if I may say so. They only went up 1 knot from before. Could it be that we've done enough? Maybe underwater hits here and there have done their job. Well, either way we'll find out. Come on. Come on. Short. No, that's not worked either. Let's try this. Max elevation already anyway, so it's fine. Alright, that's another couple of hits. We're doing alright, you know, we are doing alright, I like to think. We do still have them in our grasp, even though I probably would want to approach this battle a little bit differently, but we are doing what we need to do. And that's far at the same elevation. Hit. It's a hit on the bow, that's not really useful. A hit on the stern would be much more of a welcome sight. Right, 18 knots. They're not going to get away from us. If they're going up by only 0.4 knots, no, it's too much at this point. I think we've damaged them sufficiently enough that they won't be able to get away. We'll keep firing at maximum elevation for now, but eventually we will start decreasing that elevation because, well, we'll be closing the distance. Slowly but surely we will be. Obviously if we hit the propellers that would speed up the process, but we don't have to. I think even at this point where if they're only able to make about 18 knots, see, we're long on that one. If they're only able to make about 18 knots, they're not going to be, you know, they're not going to be in a position to go much quicker. Whereas we are. We've still got, I think it's 3 ships that are undamaged, meaning that we can pretty much go at top speed at 21 knots. I'm actually going to decrease the elevation on this one. We'll go down to 18.6. Here we go. How's that looking? Yeah, it's a hit on the stern. Oh, they tried to get away, but they couldn't. I guess this is where the strength in numbers comes in. 17.9. We've got her. She's finished. They're slowing down now, so it's pretty much downhill for Berlichingen from here. Now, was this the one where we were long? No. Because there was one ship where we were actually quite long with our shots. Might have been this one. Yeah, I think it was this one. So let's drop that down to 19.6. I'll go 19.5. See? I told you this would happen. We're beginning to drop the elevation from max elevation in order to hit the ship. Ooh, hello. Hi. Propulsion has been hit yet again. There's no recovery now then. There is no recovery at this point. She's going under. If she has stopped running away, then that's pretty much it. There's no way you can get away now. Not if you've stopped. Any other point, I could argue that yes, you could. But now, no sir. The 18-4 almost hit it. And now, because they're moving very slowly, I don't think they'll be able to turn to even use all their guns. Which means that as long as we can negotiate the... oh, they're getting it back. As long as we can negotiate that final turret, well, I think we'll be in really good shape. Shoot! It would of course be really nice if we could potentially knock it out as well. Like, that would be just a finishing touch, I think. Icing on the cake. Knock it out and completely not worry about her firing any guns. U-22,000. At this point we could actually consider turning our ships to use the full broadside, but I am a little bit nervous that we might overcook it slightly and she might still build up enough speed to escape, which we can't really allow to happen. Not after all we've done. But yeah, 2.6 knots, she's not going to get away at 2.6. Even if she goes up to, let's say, 5 or even 6. Alright, one hit. Royal Sovereign amazingly at 12.9 knots still. 18.4 was a little bit, I'll go 18.8. Oh yeah, looking good. 2 out of 2. Good hits. As long as we don't get hit... Oh, they're going for someone else now. I'd much rather them go for someone else. 4.3 knots. They're not going to get away. I'm sorry, but they're just not going to get away. Not at this speed. Not at this speed, they're not. There's just not... They're just not quick enough at this point. Oh my goodness. That could have hit the propulsion as well. And it's blown up half the ship, that's for sure. No, it hasn't actually. Might have gone past the propulsion, but not actually hit it. Alright. Fair enough. Come on. Oh, almost. Very close. .22. Yeah, we're... Yeah, we are very much doing what needs to be done now. We're doing it. We're going to take her out. It's another 2 hits. They may be old, but the Revenge class is still good. They're still very nice ships to have. That's a hit in the superstructure, high up, which probably suggests that the elevation should be decreased slightly. I'll go 19.3, I think. Shoot! I think if a ship holds above 10 knots... Oh, nice. If a ship holds above 10 knots, it won't be scuttled by the game, I think. It holds above 10 knots, I think it won't be scuttled. 6 knots. It's not really, yeah, not really a contest now. But anyway, if a ship holds above 10 knots, I think it won't be scuttled. It'll just say heavy damage. Imagine if we did that, if we pulled it off. That would be quite amazing, I think. Sinking 2 ultra-modern ships with a bunch of old ships really proves a point, I think. That you can have old ships take on new ships and be very much able to stand their own in a confrontation like that. It's a pretty good message, I think. Just because something's old doesn't mean it's bad. Nice, that's 3 out of 4 hits. And she's gone back to 0. Wow, that's actually quite a bit of damage already. Steering's damaged as well, so now she can't even turn around to bring all the guns to bear, even if she wanted to. Slowly but surely she could have maybe done it, but not now, not with the steering damaged. Well, not on this turn at least. Propulsion has been heavily damaged, but the steering is only lightly damaged. Yeah, we're long. We are long. Can you believe that? I can't. Well, if you told me, you know, when it was only the Royal Sovereign chasing that we'd do it, I was like, yeah, are we though? Are we going to close her down? Because I'm not sure if we are. But no, 1.5 knots of speed, so they've got propulsion, not steering back, but not propulsion. Right, let's go down then to 19.3. Of course, keep in mind that she could go under as well, because she's taken a lot of punishment at this point. It's not exactly a million miles away from sinking, I don't think. She'd definitely be scuttled at this point. Definitely scuttled. Because you can't... she's not getting up to 10 knots again, I don't think. I don't think she is. I'm not sure what the best is that she could do, but certainly not 10. Probably not 1.5 either. She probably can go a little bit faster than that, but not much faster. I'll drop it down to 19.1 and see what that does. Any one of these shots could be the final one. Oh, nice. 3 out of 4 hits. There we go. Back at 0. 19.2. 18.9. I'd say the Royal Sovereign was the hero of this engagement. Stopped the Berlichingen by damaging the propulsion very early on. That hit, which took her down from 25 to 0.3, I think it was, down to 12.7, was the turning point. Because at that point, that gave all these other ships time to turn around and close the range. And then I guess the second point was when the speed dropped again. But I can't remember to what level it dropped. It might have been to 6 or 0 even at that point. I don't remember. But yeah, that was pretty much it. But arguably that second hit wouldn't have happened without the first one. Revenge is actually really close to the Berlichingen. I'm actually tempted to have a look at Revenge on the map. Yeah, Revenge is actually really close. I suppose I could have all of them turn at this point, because Berlichingen's not getting away. She's not. I'm just too slow at this point. Hits or no hits? 2 hits. I do appreciate that this is taking quite a bit of time, but, well, I haven't given you a lot of content recently, so it's only fair that I give something back. Yeah, let's drop it to 18.6, 18.5. Hits. Yeah. Good. 1 turret firing. I'm so glad they can't get A and B turret to burn. So good. It's really, really good that they can't get that other turret in. Or the turrets, should I say. Because they can't do it. They simply cannot do it. They can't turn and get all their guns in. Oh, that's a good salvo. It's 3 out of 4 hits, and these are 15-inch shells as well, so you know, this beating that the Berlichingen gun is soaking up illustrates the point of why I think this is a fair fight. I really do think that if you were really accurate with your shooting, that you could potentially, you know, take out a ship like that. Keep going though, keep going, don't stop. We've got her. We've got her, she's just not getting away at this point. No way is she getting away now. No. I'm glad. That means I'll have set myself a goal and completed it, giving you guys an apology video. Right, so that's 18.5. Let's drop it to 18.1. Come on, 2 hits. Oh yes, big explosion. She's not long for this world. I can tell you that. She's not long for this world. What's hit? Oh my goodness. It's easier to say what isn't hit. Currently, steering, pumps, A turret, B turret, and D turret are not damaged. Everything else is either destroyed completely or heavily damaged. And that's why I say, I stand by what I said. If you're accurate with your shooting, I think these ships do have a chance to take out the whole Revenge class. I really do. Because look how much punishment she's soaking up. Like, I could be firing back with if I was on the Berlichingen gun, I could be firing back as well all the time. Now I don't like to toot my own horn or be arrogant or something, but I'd like to think my shooting is at least somewhat more accurate than the AI's. Please don't lynch me for this, but I do think it's at least somewhat better. Or even drop a comment below, is my shooting better than the AI's shooting? I think it is, but, well, at least a bit better. But yeah, you might disagree. And yeah, I'm completely fine with that. You might even think the AI's shooting is better than mine, that we're not even comparable, but that is your opinion, and it's one I'd like to hear. Come on, not long to go now, hopefully. That's probably an underwater hit. Oh, they're not moving at all, they're pretty much stopped. Oh, that's a glancing blow. Keep going though, keep going. Right, I think once we get under 20,000 yards, I will I'll go with that. I will turn and just use all the guns at that point. Because it'll be pretty clear that they're not going to be able to get away. 18.5. Yeah, let's take it to 18.1. Come on. If ever a ship was unsinkable, it's this one. I do think so. I hope they're this tough when I try to use them to sink the Revenge class when it's reversed. Or are they going to have secondary explosions as soon as the battleships light 3 fires on them? They're probably going to have secondary explosions, aren't they? And sink. I can't remember what the outcome was though when I tried it before. Because I think I did do it. I think I was successful in doing it. But I cannot for the life of me remember what the outcome was. Did I keep both of the ships? Did I lose one? Did I lose one and the other was scuttled? I just can't remember. They're not moving at all. No! Leave the Royal Sovereign alone. The Royal Sovereign is the hero in all this. Leave her alone. It would be a shame if the Royal Sovereign was scuttled at the end of all this. But I fear if they're shooting at her, that's what may happen. Come on, sink already, please. Please just sink already. You can't just be unsinkable like that. You have to sink at some point. Oh, all the shells missed that time. Right, let's turn then. Slowly but surely we'll get the turn in. And then hopefully we can see what's what when we've got all 4 turrets firing. Yes! Berlichingen gun is gone. Sinking quickly or stubbornly, as I like to call it. Oh, that is a stubborn sinking if ever I saw one. Because in this game, ships sink in different ways. There are some ships that sink really quickly, after a magazine detonation for example, and some ships just take their time. Like Berlichingen here. Oh wait, no, she's going under. Yeah. Should we stay and watch? Yeah, go on, I think I'll stay and watch. It's a long video anyway, it doesn't matter if it's a few minutes longer anyways. But yeah, we've done it. We have done it. We've sunk the Berlichingen. Well done to the Revenge class. In fact, I'm going to leave it like that, so you can see the sinking ship here and the heroic R class there. R class or Revenge class, whichever you prefer. There we go. To be fair, this was a very close fight. Very close. If I hadn't got that hit on Berlichingen which slowed her down, I don't think we'd be seeing what we're seeing now. I think she would have got away, or it would have been much more difficult to do it. But it would have been interesting to see what would have happened if that happened, because the AI cannot disengage. So what would they do? Would they just continue to open up the distance, thinking that I would disengage, or would they, or I don't know, what would they do? So I think that's a pretty nice sinking sequence. It's not against the sunlight like I always do it, but yeah, it's against a backdrop of ships. Here we go. As expected. Action report on the British side. The battleship Ramillies received medium damage. The battleship Resolution received light damage. The battleship Revenge received light damage. The battleship Royal Oak received no damage at all. But the hero, I think, arguably in all of this, the battleship Royal Sovereign, received heavy damage. She wasn't scuttled. Well done. On the German side, the battleships Berlichingen and Hutton were sunk for 56,400 tons apiece. A score of 112,800. Wow. That was tiring. I wonder how long this video is. But anyways, to round off what I thought was pretty interesting video, I would like to apologise once again for, you know, kind of abandoning you. Really, I really didn't mean for it to come to that, but you know, sometimes you just sometimes you just don't have the motivation to do it. You don't have the motivation to do anything, like simple tasks, let alone making videos. So I hope you can forgive me for that. Take this video as my apology. The next video I will do, well, you know what I'll do. I know what I'll do, but I'm not going to spoil it anyways. Be sure to stick around to check that out. If you enjoy the content I put out, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye.